How does storyboarding differ for 2D, 3D, and live action? Imagine planning a big story, but each type of project needs a different kind of map. That's what storyboarding is all about. It helps the team see the story before starting production. But how it's done varies a lot depending on whether it's 2D animation, 3D animation, or live action. Let's explore how each one approaches storyboarding. For 2D animation, storyboards are very detailed. They look like rough versions of the final drawings, showing characters, backgrounds, and key poses. Since 2D animation is drawn frame by frame, the storyboard guides every movement and expression. It includes notes about timing, camera angles, and character actions. These notes help the animators know exactly what to draw and when. The storyboard acts like a visual script, making sure everyone understands the flow of the story and the visual style. In 3D animation, storyboarding still shows key scenes and actions, but it also adds information about camera movements and spatial relationships. The frames might not look exactly like the final models, but they include arrows or lines to show how the camera moves or how objects will interact in space. This helps the technical team plan for modeling, rigging, and lighting. Often, after the storyboards are approved, teams create animatics, animated versions of the storyboards with rough sound, to test timing and pacing before full animation begins. These help everyone see how scenes will flow and make adjustments early on. Live-action storyboarding is quite different. The drawings are usually simpler and less detailed. They focus on framing, actor positions, and key moments. Since actors interpret their roles, the storyboard doesn't need to show every movement or expression. Instead, it highlights the start and end points of actions, camera setups, and scene transitions. The director and cinematographer then use these storyboards to plan shots and blocking. The goal is to visualize how scenes will look on camera, rather than creating detailed character designs or environments. So, 2D storyboards are very detailed and look like the final animation. 3D storyboards add layers of technical planning and spatial cues. Live-action storyboards focus on framing and key actions with less visual detail. Each style fits its production needs, helping the team visualize and organize the story before moving into full production.